Hey folks, Lee here once again. I hope you all enjoyed my final video last night and my thoughts slash episodes of Batman Beyond Season 3. And continuing with the Batman Marathon, again we're on Phase 2 for the Batman Marathon. That is talking about the Batman TV shows, animated shows as well. Well, pretty much it's been like that lately, but anyway. Getting on to now, I'm talking about the 2004 show cartoon. I'm sorry, I gotta go get my phone again. Dang it. This show that came out in 2004, September 11, 2004, that ran on Cartoon Network from 2004 to 2005, and that is The Batman. This was sometime right after, I'm sure, Batman Beyond, because I think you did have Justice League and Justice League Unlimited, which Batman was in. Batman was dead in the movies, because of Batman and Robin, but, we still have Batman in animated shows as well, and animated movies as well. And this came out a year before Batman Begins, so Batman wasn't completely dead in the water. But, this show, I didn't really grow up watching it. This show came out when I was probably like in maybe middle school, elementary school at the time. I don't really remember. Yeah. But I remember I used to play like video games on the computer, of this show when it was out. So yeah, but I do enjoy this show. I like it, but I do prefer Batman the Animated Series and Batman Beyond to be better, in my opinion. I will say this, though, I do appreciate the creators of the show. They want to do something different with Batman, different animation. Some of them I'm not a fan of, but I do like the animation for Batman himself, like the Joker. Some of the characters, I'm not a fan of the animation, but they do make it different. They do change it, and that's good, They were just trying to do something different, and I appreciate the creators of the show doing that. Because you can't be Batman the Animated Series, so they just wanted to do something different. The show would become exclusive to the former network for its third, fourth, and fifth seasons in the 2000s. The Batman won 6 daytime Emmy Awards over the course of its run. Many elements from previous Batman storylines were borrowed, and such as those from the comic book film series or animated shows like Batman the Animated Series. But it remained strictly within some distinct continuity, like Jackie Chan, Adventure Artist Joe Mr. served as art director and provided the character designs. The production team owed to the appearances of the many of the comic book supervillains for the show, such as the Joker, the Penguin, and the Riddler. They all look different. And the show, of course, had a number of 5 seasons and 65 episodes. All 5 seasons are available on DVD, including the film of the 2005 movie that was called The Batman vs. Dracula. This is where, Dracula, who was, like the most powerful vampire ever, facing the Batman. I'm definitely going to be reviewing that movie soon. I'm sorry for the quality, by the way, and the lighting of the video. I'm sorry. Hopefully I'll get a better webcam, guys. The Batman received a spin-off comic book series called The Batman's Treks. You have video games, like the Batman Play TV video game, the Batman the Cowboy Caper. Yeah. And all 5 seasons also, if you have HBO Max, they're also on HBO Max as well. Basically what the show is that the Batman, the consumer protector of Gotham City, is secretly billionaire played by Bruce Wayne. Now Batman in this show, he's just starting out. It's like his 3rd year as Batman. So he's getting to know the villains like the Joker, the Penguin, Catwoman, Mr. Freeze, Man-Bat, Bane, the Riddler, all his foes, poison ivies that he would come to face. But the series focuses on Batman's early years of his crime-fighting career, as he began fighting crime 3 years prior to the start of the series. And Gotham City police do not publicly acknowledge the vigilante's existence. Basically, they don't trust Batman at all. They see him that he might be a threat, vigilante, an outlaw who works outside the law, but they don't trust him. Operating out of a safe lair underneath Bruce Wayne's mansion, known as the Batcave, Batman and his butler, Alfred Pennyworth, stop crime with the assistance of high-tech gadgets and a supercomputer. I couldn't get into the rest of the seasons though, they just were not for me. I felt like they brought Batgirl in too quickly, or, season 2 I couldn't get into, but I'll go and talk about season 1 since I do own it. And right now I just don't have a lot of space to keep buying more seasons for the Batman, so again I have HBO Max, or if I, get more into the show, maybe I'll buy it one day and do videos on it, but for now, there's more Batman videos I want to do, more than this, so I don't want to be 5 seasons on this already, so that's just me. At the start of the first season, though, crime in Gotham is declined, but Gotham Chief of Police Angela Rohr is voiced in the pilot by Edward James Olmos and later Patricia Corder orders his officers to hunt down the Batman. This is my first acknowledgement of Batman's existence in the series. Despite the Chief's orders and the number of detectives, Aiken Bennett believes the city needs Batman. As the start of the series, Bennett is assisted by a new partner, Ellen Yin, who slowly becomes torn between her commitment to law and order and her personal feelings for Batman. Throughout season 1, both Bennett and Yin are tasked with capturing Batman. During his first season, Bruce Wayne finds himself torn between his responsibilities as Batman and his regular life. His latter is supported by Gotham Mayor Marion Branch, voiced by Adam West, who played Batman in the 60s Batman TV series. That's awesome. By the end of the season, Bennett is tortured and mutated by the Joker, transforming Bennett into Clayface. As Clayface, he is forced to hiding while his partner Yin finally realized she was right about Batman, forms an alliance with him. Among the villains that are introduced in the season are the Joker, the Penguin, Catwoman, Mr. Freeze, Firefly, the Ventriloquist and Scarface, Man-Bat, Cluemaster, Bane. Yeah. You would go on to have James Gordon, of course, in the next season. For season 3, you would get Batgirl. Yeah. And I think it was Batman and Robin teaming up with the DC Universe character about different villains. So overall, I felt like this show could have focused more on the first season. I do think you needed James Gordon in here. That's one of my big issues over this show with the first season. I get it's a new Batman, but Jim Gordon should be in here. Gordon is a big major character. He's in the Tim Burton Jewish Market films, but he doesn't have much to do. But in the first season, he's not here at all. I'm like, bring him to season 2. No, you should have had him from the beginning. And I do like Detective Yin, and their detective who gets tortured by the Joker and becomes Clayface, Bennett. He's also like a best friend of Bruce Wayne. So one of his good friends becomes one of his villains. They do different things with the Joker, Mr. Freeze. They're able to take on Batman. Penguin can do martial arts or whatever. Mr. Freeze has different motives. He was a criminal before, so it's different from Heart of Ice episode. He just ends up getting into an accident that turns him into the icy villain. So I guess they do stuff with the new villains. They do different stuff with them. Like Dr. Langstrom works at Wayne Enterprises, I think, and becomes Man-Bat. So they do different stuff to it. Now I haven't watched the series all, so I know what I'm talking about fully, but I do like the first season. The rest, I just couldn't get into the show. But who knows, maybe my mind will change. Maybe over time I'll in the future talk about it more. But I just, for now, want to do more Batman videos, including, I want to talk about Gotham and, more Batman animated movies, or more superhero stuff I'm more interested in talking about right now. But I don't love this show. I like it. I just don't love it. I just prefer Batman the Animated Series and Batman Beyond to be better shows. But that's just me, my opinion. And if you love the show, you think it's great, good for you. I just don't think it's that great. Some of the animation is good. Some of it I'm not a fan of, but I do like the Batman vs. Dracula movie. I do plan to do a review for that. When we get to phase 3 of Batman, the Batman Marathon will be Batman animated movies. The Batman vs. Dracula that is based on this show will be reviewed. So, yeah. Don't know what more I can say on this series is that, but I like it for what it is. It's decent, I like it. I like the show. Some of the animation I'm not a fan of, because some of it's good, some of it's not. But I just think, you could have had Jim Gordon there maybe continue the series with Batman. Since he's just starting, you don't need to throw Batgirl in there too quickly. You know, her becoming Barbara Gordon in season 3. I'm like, no, it worked for Batman the animated series, but for this, it just didn't work for me. It felt like they're just kind of rushing everything in. But I will admit, though, for the next seasons, they do add in different villains. Like season 2, I remember them adding, I think, like the Riddler or whatever. They had different villains in each time. But I don't want your Robin back with you quickly. If Batman's starting out, you know, it should just be him and focused on him only for now. You could have had, you know, season 4, you know, Batgirl and Robin coming in or something like that. But I just think it kind of moved too fast for me. Him working with the heroes, like, no. I think the Batman season 1 is great, and I think you should have. But after that, I kind of just lost interest. I watched the show on Netflix, and I just lost interest in watching it. I just cannot get into the rest of it. But I do like the Batman vs. Dracula, so, you know. Not an awful show by any means, just not perfect or anything. But it's good. You know, good. If you're a Batman fan, I definitely recommend owning it. Or if you got HBO Max, I definitely recommend watching. Well, I recommend just watching the first season. But if you want to watch season 2, okay, go for it. You know, but if you're a Batman fan, this is definitely something you should have in your collection if you're a Batman fan. But I do. It's a good show for what it is, but I still prefer Batman Animated Series and Batman Beyond, just to be better, in my opinion. But that's just me. Anyway, guys, so this was my TV show collection, part 26, The Batman. Tell me, guys, in the comments down below if you've seen this show. What do you think of it? Do you love it? Do you think it's great? Do you like it more than Batman Animated Series? I mean, if you do, to each your own. Or do you prefer Batman Animated Series over this and Batman Beyond? Like I do. So, guys, what do you think of this show? Tell me in the comments down below. What do you think of it? And thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned. I got another finally video. Will be finally in a quick update video coming up next. So talking about more Batman videos coming up and showing off a TV show I got, which season 5 just came out like last weekend. But anyway, The Batman. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments down below. So stay tuned, because probably this weekend I will be giving my thoughts / favorite episodes of The Batman, the first season and the first season alone. So, which only has 13 episodes, as you can see here on 2 discs. So this will be the next video. So thoughts / favorite episodes of The Batman season 1. So stay tuned for that, guys. Stay tuned next for the next video. So thanks for watching, guys. Like, comment, and subscribe, and have a good day. See you. Stay tuned. Bye bye.